we actually talking about a good Chante Moore album for once. Wow. Let me guess, you didn't like this one,
Honestly,
right?
no. Believe it or not, everyone said this was the best album. I'm not gonna lie, I might have to be in that train now because this album, I was surprised how
I think
well
it
this album
is. I
aged.
think
That's
it
all I gotta
is.
say.
I read you. I don't have none in the albums. I got to get.
Yeah, yeah. Ashley's on her way.
Well,
She just
it's
had to
good
handle
production.
something.
I mean, anybody can. You still have that good production.
Right, but at the same time, her second album might be a close second. But at the same time, this one,
I'm not seeing
that's
the
all I'm
cover
gonna
though.
say for right now. I don't want to reveal too much. Lord have mercy. Yeah, man. Don't worry. We got some good shit
I'm
coming
not
up.
seeing.
We got some good shit coming before I
I'm
go
not
on
seeing the
break, man.
comments. Maybe that's a good thing to me.
You
Since
said
people
what?
ask me the same shit. Maybe I said I'm not seeing
Wait,
the
you were
comments.
breaking.
Maybe that's a good thing.
What's a good thing? I didn't hear you.
Huh?
You were breaking up. You
I
said
said I'm
what's a
not
good
seeing the
thing?
comments. Maybe that's a good thing. People ask.
Oh, they just popped up.
People ask us the same shit.
Why do you think I come up with different
Damn it!
artists and topics
I
to
was
talk
hoping I
about
didn't see
now
it
and shit?
at all.
Shit. All I gotta say is before I go on break, we're gonna do some very dope shit. That's all I gotta say.
Yes, beyond what people don't speak about.
Yeah.
Mandrill. People don't speak about war, slave, brass function, brass construction and
I
shit.
was
You know what I'm
surprised you
saying?
fuck
Like
with Mandrill.
these are the. Oh yeah, I got like 2 or 3 of their albums. Tell you, my mom was playing
Okay,
all this
cool.
when I was a kid, bro. Grew up on all this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
Cool.
it's more than just fucking hip hop.
Yeah, man. Cause all I gotta say is this, and it's not against you whatsoever. Cause niggas ask me to review the same bullshit. I'm just like, look, put in donations. These niggas don't want to donate shit, you know.
Exactly.
But it's all good.
It's
It's all fucking good.
review
Cause
what we gonna review.
right. Cause at the end of the day,
That's what it is.
these motherfuckers gonna keep asking me, oh, well, you put me on such and such. You put me on such and such. And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, fuck it. Let's be unconventional as fuck. Hashtag 2023 unconventional niggas.
Okay.
Now where's my Chante Moore album? Jesus Christ. When I alphabetize these albums, when I tell you. There you are. Wait a minute. Wait a fucking minute. Where's this shit at? Hold up. Oh, you up here. Oh yeah. I was about to say, whoo. I'm like, not niggas stealing my albums again. What up, niggas in the chats? What's happening?
Mike was
Hey, yeah,
good.
I'm surprised. Yo, Mike's a fan of Spice One and shit, man. Shout out to that
That's
nigga
good.
Mike. We just talked about Spice One.
That's
Real
good.
West Coast heads fucking know and shit.
Not everybody.
Sam said De La Soul's first 6 albums are coming to streaming service. Yeah, I mean, I got the first 4 albums already, so just because it's on streaming don't mean shit to me. But I'm glad that they're getting their coins and shit, you know. Because that's
Yes.
the thing I keep telling y'all
About time.
motherfuckers. I'm a collector. Fuck this streaming bullshit.
Yeah. Collect the
And,
physical copy. That's what I fuck with.
right. And also, it's just because like I know for a fact some of them songs might be altered if it goes on streaming and shit like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
I got the OG copies. Well, three. I think 3 Feet High is a 2001 reissue, but I got the OG copies all now. That shit. Now, and it's crazy because now all these niggas, all of a sudden, now they trying to be De La Soul heads and shit.
Exactly. Where y'all been?
Like, where the fuck y'all been at and shit, yo?
Yes. Yes. Christian, you definitely know what it is. BT Express, Brass Construction, Sky. Fuck with all of them.
Faith No More. Okay, okay. What up, Ash?
Fuck with all those. Ashley was good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. All I'm gonna say right now, 2023, I'm not gonna be nobody's best friend.
Guys. Mention.
All I gotta be me. I gotta be me. Shaboing, boing, boing.
Okay.
That's my tribute to Sammy Davis Jr. and shit. Let me stop. How you doing, Ashley? Q said, "What do you think about Case?" I fuck with Case. We talked about one of his albums in the past before.
What do you
First
think
two
about
albums.
Case? I'm pretty sure you're here.
Happily ever after. That nigga, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm sick and tired of Keith Murray doing all this pillow talking right now. Now he's saying that he fucked Superhead. Like, how many niggas did you fuck? Nigga? Like, why are you bragging about fucking pussy you got in the 90s, nigga? Niggas ain't getting pussy now. They gotta go back memory lane and shit. Like, Lord have mercy. Every time I see Keith Murray right now, I just think of Orlando Brown doing that that Vlad interview and shit. And this nigga try to do the same fucking thing Orlando did. I'm just looking at myself like, bro, we not starting 2023 out ratchet like this. Nigga, we not doing this shit. Like 2023 is already starting off ratchet and shit, man. Honestly, this whole fucking decade is ratchet as hell. Everybody wants to do this. Everybody wants to say they fuck so many fucking girls and shit. It's not even funny. That's why them drugs ain't no fucking joke, man. That PCP, the crack, it's no fucking joke. That's why I don't do that shit. Drugs, man.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you, Kristen. But you know, you would never know it unless we actually talk about different genres. You would never know it from us because they expect us to talk about rap and R&B all day. If we talk about a jazz album, it gets overlooked. If we talk about rock, a few heads might check it out, and that's it. But for me, I'm not gonna talk about nothing I don't know. So if we gonna do something about Linkin Park, I'm there because that's what I fuck with. If I don't listen to the artist, I'm gonna tell you like, yo, I don't listen to these people. Like Metallica, not for me.
Hell, we did a whole review of Young Jeezy last week.
Having a variety of different things, like not for me. But you know what I'm saying? Having a variety of different things is always good because I don't like the same shit. You know.
By the way, I mentioned this before. The top 100 R&B albums going to start late January, so I know Try got his list ready and shit too. So, because 100 R&B albums,
hard. There's gonna be a lot of albums left off the list. Hey man, the list's gonna be what it is. Shit, people gonna that. Oh, you left this album off. list gonna be the list.
Facts. So I take a
Every
Justin
album
Timberlake
will
on the
not make
list.
it. Every Michael Jackson album on the list or every Maxwell album on the list.
So is Justin Timberlake going to be on the list?
No, because he's pop. He's not R&B.
Damn. Yeah.
Well, I've been told you that. Yes, he has R&B in his music, but he's a pop artist.
What do you think of the Rolling Stones list of the greatest singers of all time? Honestly,
bullshit. That's what I think.
I have some opinions about that. I'm cool with the top 10, but I feel like Beyonce and number 8, I'm like, nah. But Michael Jackson is way too low on the list.
Michael should be number 1.
I mean, Aretha for number 1. I'm not mad about that.
Michael should be number 1. I don't care who it is. We're living or dead. Michael should be number 1. No, I don't like Crime Mob. I never said that. I don't know where you heard that from.
Had a lot of singers in the first list they did. You said what?
Crime Mob? I never said I like Crime Mob.
Nigga, I know niggas are mad because Celine Dion is not on the list. I'm just like, well, she can't sing, so.
You don't think she can sing?
I never thought she could sing.
I think she's a good singer. I just don't listen to her music.
Her career died when the Titanic went down, honestly.
Can she resurrect it? Yes, I know that. I've been said that. Yeah, Keith Murray had a good album since '99. I've been said that.
I'm about to start in about 5 more minutes. Keith Murray.
He has to be coming out with something.
At least he didn't do it on Drink Champs.
He has to be coming out with something for you to be in the media like this. He has to be coming out with something.
I could have sworn he was going to come out with an album last year because remember he was on that Versus and shit.
I know that's what he said, but where is it? This is not the album promotion for you to be talking about who gave you head and all that. Like, who cares about that? That was like 20 years ago. Is Foxy Brown giving him head now? I'm pretty sure she's not.
Honestly, I don't even think she heard the interview. You know, she had that death issue and shit. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not even trying to be funny. And then he talked about how he fucked Shauna. Then now you fucking Superhead. I'm like, who the fuck is next? Like Lil Kim?
Come on, stop it.
The most beautifulest thing in this world is just like that.
He's lying on his penis. He did not fuck them chicks.
I bet you Vlad is gonna invite him to his channel and shit. Watch.
I ain't watching it. Not watching it.
Q said the Def Squad album was not. For once, Q, I agree with you on that, Q.
You can't talk about albums we haven't listened to.
Maybe Keith drank too much to say that shit, Reg. That's nothing. Well, these niggas should watch what they fucking drink before they go on interviews and shit like that too. That's all I gotta say.
Maybe he's on drugs.
He's been on
Maybe he's
drugs.
on drugs.
He's been on drugs for a
He's
while.
still on drugs right now.
So I said drugs ain't no fucking joke. That PCP, man, that dust. What did J.O. Felony say? Sherm stick? Yeah. Like I think I'm funny. I think I'm being funny. I'm just saying how it is and shit. Like
yeah, I think he's on shrooms or something.
all right, Chante Moore. Oh wow, she had a lot of producers on this album. Okay, shit.
That's why it sounded good.
Cause my nigga Kadeem Harrison, man, fucking putting it down. That's what.
How could Kadeem lose that? How you mess that up, yo?
Ask Kenny Lattimore that shit too.
Like him too. Like how y'all messed that up? What y'all was doing?
Now she's dating Stephen Hill or whatever.
She married him.
She married him.
She married him now.
I'm just like, wow. That's why she was probably on the Soul Train Awards and shit too. She was just like, you know what? Let me give my wife a check, man. Shit.
The From over El Nino. Sam, I think you on Sherms right now. You bugging. The From album over El Nino. You crazy.
Honestly, they're both trash.
Over that album.
They both trash, honestly. Pick your poison, man.
Wow.
That's like picking Saddam Hussein or Vladimir Putin and shit. Pick your poison.
Pick your poison, right? But Bin Laden or Saddam.
Trump or Biden.
Right? Oh God.
Meanwhile, I'm over here with Sanders. Fuck it. Ah, Jesus Christ. Oh my God. This Adderall is kicking in already. Okay. I'm ready to start whenever y'all are.
Let me start when I take my Adderall, like some of these comments in here.
What's up, YouTube? How's everyone doing this lovely Wednesday night? It's your boy Reg in the building. I got my homeboy Try with me.
Yo.
I got my homegirl Ash with me.
That's good.
All right, and today we're going to talk about the third album from Chante Moore, The Moment Is Mine, and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't have the cover, so Ash got the cover. Thank God. This album came out in May 25th, 1999. It came out 5 years after the second album, Love Supreme. It has 2 singles, Chante's Got a Man and I See You in a Different Light. Excuse me.
I heard that song.
The only guest. You said what?
I heard that song everywhere. Chante's Got a Man.
I still hear that song everywhere. The only guest appearance is JoJo from Jodeci, Casey and JoJo fame. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I guess he got tired of being under Casey's thumb, so he just wanted to break out solo. Wow. I guess so. Let me stop.
He's
I
on
love
growing up hip hop by himself now. Him and his daughter.
Of course, because if it's not loving hip hop, it's growing up hip hop. Of course.
Yeah.
All right.
No.
Producers. Now this is something different. You got Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, Rodney Jerkins. You got Simon Law. You got Robin Thicke, a young Robin Thicke, y'all.
Robin Thicke.
Mm-hmm.
What? Mr.
Mm-hmm.
Bloodlines himself? Robin Thicke on here?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
You got Jermaine Dupri and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that, who I honestly have any respect for as a producer. And then we got Guy Roach. All right, so after the release of A Love Supreme, that album didn't really do a lot commercially, so she kind of took a break. She kind of took a break from doing music, and at that time she was raising a family with Kadeem Harrison and stuff like that too. Excuse me, Kadeem Hardison, excuse me. And they had fell in love and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? They got married. I want to say they got married around maybe 95, maybe.
Yeah,
And
got married in '97.
97. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It was her mom that died
Yeah, her mom
in
took them out.
95 on her brother's birthday and stuff like that too. And at that time, the next year she and Kadeem had a daughter and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? So, with all of this pretty much no, actually no, she didn't take a break because in 95 she was on the way into Excel soundtrack and
Right.
stuff like that too, where she did like 5 tracks on it. Um so like after a while, she got like a lot of inspiration, family and stuff like that too. So she actually went back to the studio and whatnot. This is supposed to be like a rejuvenated Chante Moore and stuff. Kind of like when D'Angelo, aka Black Jesus, when his child got born during the time of the Voodoo album and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? It kind of got him out of the writer's block, if that makes sense, and stuff like that too, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, and so fast forward to 1999, that's when that album came out. Now, a lot of fans have went over the years and said that this was actually her best album and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? For a while, I used to be kind of like, I mean, I think people are just saying that because of the song Shantae's Got a Man. But honestly, man, this album exceeded expectations. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. Like, you can tell she got a bit more creative control over some of these tracks and stuff like that too, like a bit more creative control
Yeah,
and
she wrote
stuff. And you
a lot on
got
this album.
like, you said what?
I said she wrote a lot on this album.
Right. Yeah, she definitely wrote a lot on this record and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, my nigga Kadeem Wayne, man, putting it down and shit like that. I'm just like, damn, okay. But yeah, man, this album got about 14 tracks. And let's get this shit started with the first track, If I Gave Love. Now already from the get-go, you can tell the different sound that she had on compared like the first 2 albums. Like this one had a bit more of like a contemporary R&B kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? A little trivia about this song. This was originally supposed to have been the second single, but I hate saying this name. Puff Daddy pretty
Of
much
course.
let me Puff Daddy had to strong hold Rodney Jerkins to do a similar song for his girl at the time, J-Lo.
Right. Of course.
Oh,
And yeah, so this was a song J-Lo, If You Had My Love, she stole that song from Chante
yeah,
Moore
yeah.
Unbelievable.
and stuff like that. And pretty much, Chante Moore did an interview, and at that time she said she really wanted to whoop Rodney Jerkins' ass and some shit like that.
Wow.
J-Lo, J-Lo, that's just the R&B thief right there. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta
Of
say.
course.
Like she stole from a lot of people. That's all I gotta say. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Um, yeah. But other than that, other than that little piece of trivia, this is actually a very good song and whatnot. I feel like this definitely should have been a single. I could definitely see this being a fucking single and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I was surprised this album only had 2 singles, to be real with you, but we'll talk more about that.
I think it definitely had that bad boy sound. The beat and the scratching on it and the cowbells going off. It definitely sounded like a bad boy song. Probably, not meant for Chante, but I think she killed it. It was dope. Good way to start the album off.
Yeah, I'll admit, if I gave love, the beat sounds so similar to J Lo's "If You Had My Love," honestly,
Mm-hmm.
and I could kind of see why they didn't want to release it as a single, but at the same time, I feel it was messed up in a way. And yeah, I'm still
Definitely.
surprised that this album only had 2 singles. I feel like it could have had a lot more.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Because for an R&B album in 1999
yeah.
and stuff like
I mean,
that,
there were a
because
lot.
this was the year of the TLC, because Fan Mail had like about 8,000 singles. Um, Mariah Carey's Rainbow,
Yep.
that came out with maybe like 5 or 6 singles. So,
Oh wait,
and
And
wasn't
the
Destiny's
label,
Child too?
yeah, Writing on the Wall came out with a lot of singles too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I don't feel like Silas really knew what they were doing when they
You
brought, because
said
they probably felt
Silas.
like she was like a has been or some shit like that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can we
uh-huh.
really do and stuff like that? But
Hey,
yeah, I
times are
mean,
changing.
right. You know what I'm saying? But thanks to fucking Puffy and his thievery ass and shit like that, he might have had more singles. But you know what? That's another story for a different day. Because I don't even want to say his name on this channel right now.
Okay.
Um, track number two. Track number two we got is "Girls Will Talk" interlude, which honestly is just an interlude that's leading up to the next song and stuff like that. All these girls talking about, ain't no good niggas and stuff like that. Ain't niggas. It's pretty much the 1999 equivalent to niggas ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be on my thought shit. But then Shantae's talking about there's plenty of good men around and stuff like that, which we'll talk about that record when we talk about that record and shit.
Um, it was cool.
Yeah,
It
I
was
really don't have much to say about
I just thought
interlude.
it was overplayed though. I mean, it was like a big hit from this album. I heard it everywhere though.
Oh, we're
You
talking about the
know,
interlude
No, we're talking
before.
about the
the
interlude.
interlude was cool.
Hmm.
You know, I like there's an interlude on the album that I thought was funny. Like when we talk about that, I thought that was a better interlude, but it was cool.
Same.
Yeah, I'll admit the interlude was alright, and it was a good segue leading into the track number 3.
Yeah. Now the big hit,
Mm-hmm.
Shantae's Got a Man. Man, man, man. This might be a lot of people's signature song when it comes to Shantae Moore. I'm
Yeah.
still more for a Love's Taking Over kind of guy, but you know what? I'm not mad about
Hey,
this
I'll
song.
take
You know what
it's
I'm
all
saying?
right.
You said what?
I'll take it's all right.
Bingo. Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but this is a song, this was one of the many songs she wrote about Hillman's favorite hipster, Dwayne Wade and shit like that, I don't even have to repeat some of the lyrics and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna sound kind of weird coming from me. But you guys get the gist. This is actually the song actually made history too, because it actually became her first top 10 single on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yeah, I think that's her
And
only number one top 10 hit in her entire career, if I'm not mistaken.
right, definitely. And it earned a Soul Train Music Award for Single of the Year for female, but it lost.
What?
And
So
Uh,
Wait, who
I
won it
think it
then?
lost. Hold on,
Somebody no good.
I'll find it. I'm gonna let y'all go, but yeah, this was a pretty dope track right here. I love it.
Hmm.
Like I said, it was a big hit. I just thought it was overplayed a lot, but it's a big hit for her.
It was a great song. I mean, just the fact that she put the song out when she married Kadeem back in the day. I mean, just to solidify her relationship with him back then. I mean, that was a sweet thing to do.
Right.
And yeah, I mean, I'm still surprised this is her own considered to be her only number one Billboard top chart topping hit during her throughout her whole career. I mean, I would really think all her previous records she put out prior to this would have been like at least in the running at number one or close to it.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
agree.
Yeah. And to answer your question, it lost to Lauryn Hill's X Factor, which I'm not
Oh,
surprised. Not
Mhm.
surprised.
That was a good
no,
joint.
not now, no.
Yeah, I would honestly pick that joint over Chante. I'm just gonna be real.
Yeah.
Mm,
That was miseducation,
that's
Lauren.
tough.
Hmm.
Yeah, because Mariah Carey's Heartbreak and Whitney Houston's My Love Is Your Love was also
Mm.
nominated and stuff like
Those were
that too.
big. Those were big back then too.
I was surprised Whitney didn't get that one. Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
Which we need to talk about some Whitney on this channel, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Shantae's Got a Man.
Hmm.
Track number four, I See You in a Different Light, featuring JoJo Haley. Shantae always got to give that good duet. It kind of this song joint. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of reminds me a little bit of the song she did with Keith Washington, Candlelight, the Candlelight and You song. And
Hmm.
this song was also featured on the soundtrack to the For the Love of the Game movie, which I've never seen that movie before. You know what I'm saying? So I know that's like a baseball movie and stuff too. So I'm not really too big on baseball, so that's on y'all.
I think I saw that. I
Um,
can't remember. Who's in that film again?
hold on, let me double check. Give me a second.
I might have saw
But
it.
while I do that, this was pretty good. JoJo definitely did his thing on this record right here and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I like it.
It was a nice collab. You know, Shantae and JoJo. I never thought I would hear a collab with them, but it was good. I like the beat. Real nice ballad. That should have been a single.
I
It
think it
was a
was.
single.
Oh, it was okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not the first time we heard Shantae doing duets with male R&B artists before, but yeah, I was a little surprised that she did do one with JoJo from Jodeci, you know, because I'm so used to hearing him with the rest of the guys and alongside his brother when they did their little solo thing, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was a
Yeah,
beautiful, beautiful song. And I never heard of that movie until now, and I've never seen For the Love of the Game either. I
yeah.
think
To answer
I
your
think my
question, try.
dad probably
Oh, I'm
I think
sorry.
my
Hmm.
dad probably seen that movie because he's really into sports. He's like into football, baseball, basketball, golf. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah. To answer your question, try. Kevin Costner was in that movie.
I think
oh,
I did see that one. Yeah. I know because he did Field of Dreams also.
hmm.
Mm, interesting. Um. So now we're going to go into track number five. Easy. Believe it or not, this is one of the three songs. Sorry about that. This is one of the three songs I actually say is my favorite and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
For one, it was produced by part of my favorite R&B producers, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis, and they definitely had that sound, that bass heavy kind of sound that they were doing in the late '90s, early 2000s, and stuff like that, which I definitely felt suited well with what's her name, Chante Moore. What I got from this track right here is like just falling in love with the guy, or Kadeem, as I should say, and how it's easy to fall in love with you, fall in love with the guy and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I like the line when she says, "I'll be your sugar in the morning, your shade in the noonday sun. I'll be your honey in the evening, babe." And I'll get. I'm not gonna say that part, you know. But y'all know where I'm getting. Y'all know where I'm getting at and shit too. So yeah, songwriting wise, definitely a very dope song. You know what I'm saying? Yes, they did some shit other than Janet Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So just gotta say that.
It was cool. Um, nice ballad.
Yeah, Easy was a nice song. I think with that, I think it's like another sentimental track regarding her relationship with Kadeem. So yeah,
Right.
not bad.
Yeah, definitely not a bad track.
Yeah.
Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis returns again with another banger and
Hmm.
stuff like that too. Yeah, I cried to myself. Well, not a banger banger, but a ballad, a dope ballad and stuff like that. Let me say that. Um, Pretty much another very sentimental song where she questions her own mental state and if she's really happy and stuff like that too, and why the fact that she has to try to hide her emotions from other people and stuff like that too. It's a pretty deep song and stuff like that. Like again, this album, she's talking about a lot of stuff, more about herself compared to like the first two and stuff like that, where it's like general love song and the traditional chill kind of songs and stuff like that too, which I love those, but this album definitely took me by surprise with songs like this.
Yeah, it was nice, nice Quiet Storm ballad, and you know, I think a lot of people could relate to what she's singing about on the song, and it was dope.
Yeah, I Cried Myself was very good. I feel that, like what Try just mentioned, it is relatable to people because as humans, a lot of us, we tend to hide our emotions at times. And then, like, I guess when we really feel the need to just express them, we just sometimes cry to ourselves at night or something when it gets too much for us
Right.
or whatever it is. Or we cry because we're happy about something.
Right.
Yeah, whatever the case may be.
Definitely. I definitely hear your point about that shit. Very good song.
Hmm.
Now, Blooming Flower might actually be my definite favorite track of the three
Really?
we just yes.
Oh, of the
Blooming
three, I
Flower.
thought you went for like the whole album.
It is my favorite of the whole album.
Oh,
If I had to pick,
this song is your favorite? Wow.
yeah,
You
because
got you got
well,
some bangers on here. You got Blooming Flower.
can I explain? Can I explain? Let me explain why though.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, I feel like Blooming Flower was definitely a nice little mid-tempo track where
Hmm.
it definitely showcased her vocal range on this one and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me of something that En Vogue would have done on the EV3 album, but but Chante did it better and stuff like that because I've never really cared for the EV3 album like that. Um, but this one was a pretty dope one. It's like it definitely had that songwriting wise with like the references to nature. It kind of gave me Earth, Wind, Fire vibes and stuff like that. You know, I'm talking like Open Our Eyes,
Hmm.
That's the Way of the World and stuff like that. You know, with the whole astrology and stuff like that too, and the nature aspects. I definitely felt like it was a very good track. This could have also been maybe a little single and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Out of the three, out of the songs like Easy and Cry, this is actually my favorite track of the whole album.
I thought it was nice, nice beat. Got the Spanish guitars in the beginning of it, and mid tempo track. Definitely a great. It's real melodic. You know, I think Shanti killed it.
Yeah, Blowing Flower is definitely a beautiful song. I mean, and then too, I can definitely tell a difference in the material that she's done on this album compared to Precious and Love Supreme. I can definitely see it. It's like with this one, it's like she's more being more open, vulnerable, whatever the
Right.
case may be.
Yeah, definitely.
Hmm.
Definitely like what you guys said about this track right here and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Track number 8, Heartbeat, a Jermaine Dupri produced song I fucking love.
Yes, a banger. Give that man his
Banger.
props. Give that man his props.
You know, you know what? For many years, I've shitted on Jermaine Dupri. I've shitted on
So
Jermaine Dupri.
you shitted on the Neptunes. When you give them their props.
Well, Neptunes they kind of deserve it.
Mm,
Let's not go that far.
mm,
But even though he's not really one of my favorite like go-to producers, his consistency around this time was very unique. And again, I love when he produces songs R&B for R&B cats and stuff like that. And this is the one of his sleeper track. I love the slick production on this one. You know what I'm saying? I feel like this song right here was definitely a favorite where Chante definitely does a thing on this one too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, Jermaine Dupri, man. I want to hear more stuff from him with Chante.
Well, I'm glad you're on the Jermaine train. You know, he's been doing this for artists like Tamia and Fabulous and Jagged Edge for years. You just now caught
You
on to
see,
him.
now you mentioned all the artists I don't like
You don't like Tamia?
now.
what?
Wow.
No. To me, it's good. Yeah, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
he did
Oh,
stuff
Jagged
for
I
Edge
Tamia.
wasn't even saying,
He did
man.
stuff for Tamia.
and Jagged Edge. And what was the other person you mentioned I don't
I
like
said
after
Fabulous.
Tamia?
Jagged Edge
Well,
and
you know,
Fabulous.
that's an acquired taste.
Yeah, yeah.
That's an
See, we
acquired
want to
taste.
roll. We want to roll, but then you have to throw in.
So
You have to throw
I
in
would have said
the.
crisscross. But I know you don't like
I
them.
would respect the crisscross. I would
Okay.
respect the crisscross
Mm.
Okay.
as long as you don't mention the bomb.
Wow.
Mm.
Man. Yeah, man. This is the banger. This is JD in his prime, you know, the beat, the bass line, the chorus was dope. He probably wrote the song for Shantae too. I loved it.
He did.
Yeah, see?
Mm.
A banger. She needed a video for this.
Yeah, I'll admit, Heartbeat was a pretty good song. I mean, Jermaine always does this thing when it comes to the R&B artists, and I know his um, work with some of the hip hop artists. I mean, some of it's good, some of it not so much. But hey, he definitely did his thing on this track, so I give him props for that.
Yeah, I definitely
No.
hear your point
The
about that.
Houdini shit that he did was not good. That was not a good Houdini album.
See, I never heard that record,
No, that wasn't good.
Mm.
but at the same time, I respect that he did it for them because Houdini put him on when he was little as a dancer and shit
Right.
like this. So I
Right.
can respect that, but I gotta
I
hear it for
was
myself.
disappointed. I'm like, you give all this good shit to Escape and stuff for MC Light and this, you know what I'm saying? Bow Wow, Houdini. You actually was a part of their group dancing for them, and you give them a crappy production album to me.
Spoiler alert: I don't even like the shit he gave to Light.
I love it. You didn't like the shit.
He
Keep on keeping on. You didn't like that.
wait. He did he do Cold Rock the Party too, or what?
The
No,
remix was
that was
Puffy.
Diddy.
That was dead.
Okay, keep on keeping on. Uh, honestly, I don't. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't think Light was the right artist for that beat.
What are you bugging? That's
Uh,
a classic record. She went out of her
is
she
it
went out
really?
of her
Is it
comfort
really?
zone and she I applaud Light for going out of her comfort zone and doing something different because remember she wasn't doing love songs and shit.
Yes, she was.
What was she
Poor
doing?
Georgie was a love song.
But yeah, but poor Georgie was more of like a love gone bad, like because of him, he was on drugs and shit.
It, it's still a love song. I'm
I
in
don't consider
love
that a
from
love song. I'm talking about like a real love song though. That was more like storytelling type of shit. You know what I mean?
that is a real love song. It's a ballad.
That is poor Georgie's not a ballad.
Yeah. Oh my. Try. Come on. Poor Georgie is a tragic love song. It's
That is
just like
yes,
Lost
but
Boys
it's
Renee.
not a ballad though. It's more to me. It's more storytelling than anything. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
Lost Boys Renee was storytelling, and that's considered a love song too.
Yes, it is. You know what I'm saying? But I you know, Like when you hear "Keep on Keeping On," it's like, yo, like this is a love joint from MC Light. Like she, you know what I'm saying? Like she's showing her feminine side, and she didn't do that a lot. You know, "When in Love." Remember that was from the same album from "Act Like You Know," and people shit on that.
Yeah, I used to shit on that record. I
Yes, including you.
see, but it kind of, what's up, Kaya? It kind of grew on me because that was the Walking with the Panther era syndrome when niggas wanted to get all romantic after LL did that shit. You know what I'm saying? With Act Like You Know, I felt like she was just trying to be with the kids and stuff like, especially after a very dope album like Ain't No Other. We might have to talk about that next week. I don't know
She
because
had
I like
that
like
that
two songs from that record.
she had that she had the R. Kelly-ish song on there.
That's
Too
my
Young for
favorite
What?
joint.
That's your
That's my
favorite joint.
favorite.
And she talking about
That's
people
my
listening
favorite
to it.
joint.
Wow. But if R. Kelly do it, it's bad.
No. Wait a minute. See, that's my favorite song because of how she came on the track and the fact that R. Kelly beat was the best beat on that album. I don't give a fuck what no one says. Like, oh, excuse me, R. Kelly. Ooh, let me
If
stop.
R. Kelly do that song, that he would be a villain,
Well,
right?
pretty much R. Kelly might have done a song like that in some of his classic albums, but we praised him. Let's be real.
I'm saying
I'm just, I'm just
it
being
can't be
real
no
because you
double
know,
standard for the women out there. If she talking about sleeping with teenagers, she wrong too.
shit. I mean,
You're
you
straight. You're
right,
crazy.
you right.
No,
Stevie Nicks
no.
did his
Keep
whole
on
Edge
keeping
of
on is
17.
a classic. That's a classic record with Escape. I love that song. That is great. That's one of the best MC Light hits ever.
We 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 gonna have to agree to disagree, but
Of course, but that's what you like. You throw shade at the Neptunes. You throw shade at at Justin Timberlake. You throw shade at Jermaine Dupri. Who else? Who's next? JT from Cool and the Gang. Who else?
I mean, I'm just an honest motherfucker. I'm
Oh
just an
man,
honest motherfucker and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
we all honest here. I'm just saying it's like you love to do this though. You love to throw shade at people I like.
no. I just love to throw shade at people who are deserved of throwing shade.
So you feel like Jermaine would deserve all the shade? Why? What has he done to you?
Jermaine Dupri.
Yeah.
Like, let me. I'm just gonna say this one thing before we go to the album and stuff about Jermaine Dupri. I respect him more as a producer and an artist overall because of some of the shit that he's done, especially the Life in 1472 album and whatnot. But at the same time, when it comes to some of the hip hop tracks, I noticed a little decline towards the early 2000s. But the R&B stuff, he was
A
still
little.
on game.
A little. He had a huge
Well, like,
decline in the 2000s.
I'm trying to be nice, but hey.
No, it's too late for that. It's too late.
Anyway,
I
I think
told you
right
he
now,
fell off a long time ago, production wise.
I know. What?
But he came back with the Ari Lennox joint.
That Ari Lennox joint was hot.
Yeah.
All right. Track number 9, I've Got the Love. Um, this was produced by fucking Rodney Jerkins again. A very, very dope song right here. This is definitely a nice little club kind of song, you know what I'm saying? I could have seen this as a single and shit too, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is.
This was dope. Love the beat and bass line. She a nice use of the Shaka Khan sample. She
Mm-hmm.
killed it.
Yes.
Yeah. I got the love. Definitely a good remake to the Shaka Khan song from back in the day. Yeah, definitely good. Yeah, I could have seen this as a single too.
Yeah.
Right. They could have had like 4 or 5. They could have carried this album to
Exactly.
2000, to be real with you.
Right.
Exactly.
Even though we had another good album in 2000. Stay tuned on that.
Okay. Yeah.
Um,
I thought we talked about that already.
yeah.
No, we haven't talked
D'Angelo.
about Exposed. No.
Oh,
No, 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 no. See, Black Jesus, man. I'm not. You gotta refer to him as Black Jesus. I was talking about her fourth album,
oh,
Exposed.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Next track we got is "I Started Crying." Another very good song right here. Jimmy Jim and Terry Lewis again proving that they're heavyweights in the game, teaching these young guys how to do it and stuff like that. Um, yeah, man. This one was like it's a nice little ballad where she I got mostly just like her motivating herself. Even though stuff like this might even though she might be in love and she might have her doubts and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? She just gotta remember that she gotta have her own back and stuff too. So I like this.
Dope ass track. Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, they killed it. Chante sounded dope on the track.
Yeah, yeah. I started crying was definitely an incredible song by by Jam and Lewis. I mean, I could possibly sing this song being a singer too.
Definitely. Alrighty. Excuse me. So now we're gonna get to "I Got a Secret to Tell You." This is a little funny interlude right here. Probably my favorite interlude of the two interludes we have on this album and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much like she's talking about this nigga named Kirk and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? He's in love with her, but she don't like him like that. And she just said she wants to like a friendship and stuff too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And next thing you know it, there's another guy named Petey and stuff like that that came up to her and stuff like that. And then she just keeps getting approached by this guy named Sean and shit too. You know what I'm saying? And next thing you know it, they start scrapping it over a pencil and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's a very funny kind of skit in a weird way and shit too. So yeah,
Yeah, I think that like the little girl talking about the having the thing for the boy was funny, and he wanted a pencil from her and all that, and that was cool.
Yeah, the skit was a little was alright.
definitely. Which leads into the track number 12, "Love and the Woman." Out of all the songs on this album, this is probably the one I can pretty much say is vintage Shanti Moore. The reason why I say that was because I felt like it had some of the jazzy R&B undertones of the first two albums, but with a 1999 twist to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You saw what?
No, I agree.
Oh yeah, yeah, man. Pretty much like the first verse is like just talking about like the relationship like with the woman and the man and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? And just ensuring that she got all that she needs from him, or they give what they both need and stuff like that too. And then the second verse, you have "Woman and Child," where it's talking about the birth of a baby girl and stuff too. And then the third verse, you got like her relationship with God and how she's grateful for God. She's grateful for God for like giving her life and stuff like that. And it's a very, very kind of deep song. You know what I'm saying? It kind of reminds me also from something that Sade would have also done on the Love Deluxe album, to say the least, and shit too. So
Right.
this is a very underrated track from Chante.
It's banging. Love the beat, the bass line. It was you had the horns on it. It was jazzy, melodic. I thought she definitely killed it. Like her voice is like when she do like those ballads, and you might add like a saxophone here or there, and I think she has that voice for like jazz, and those are like her strongest like type of tracks. So I thought it was dope.
Yeah, loving the woman. I like this song too. Definitely, because I like the fact that each verse was telling like a different story. I guess from her perspective, like what Reg mentioned before, and it's just very. very intimate, very deep. You know, like I said before, I mean, there were other songs off this album that definitely showed that side to Chante. Like as far as like telling stories in some of her songs. So
Definitely. Um, Next track we got is "In My Life." This was a song that was produced by Robin Thicke. You know what I'm saying?
mm,
It's a pretty decent song. You know what I'm saying? Pretty decent song and shit. You know, yeah, it's alright.
Robin Thicke, Blurred Lines, producing. This is dope though. He could have sang this himself if he wanted to. He could have kept this for himself, but he gave it to Shantae and thought it was a nice ballad. She killed it.
yeah, I'll admit, in my life is definitely a, excuse me, a good ballad. But it still blew my mind that Robin Thicke did this for Shantae. Because I mean, no one knew who he was back then
Right.
at all. And then too, like I know he did some stuff for Jordan Knight's first album from New Kids on the Block.
Yeah.
He did, I think, a song or two for him off that album. I know Jam and Lewis, they did a song for Jordan Knight as well off that first album. So, but yeah, but Shantae killed this song here.
I agree.
Hmm.
Then the last track, "The Moment Is Mine." Again, Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis did their thing on this one. Nice way to pretty much end off this album right here. Just talking about taking control of life and stuff too, learning how to be happy. Just pretty much a main theme when it comes to this record and stuff like that. So I like it.
This was good. Do you have the y'all got the bonus track on here or no?
No,
I don't.
Yeah, every day. I think that was track
no,
15. That's like the bonus track overseas or whatever.
no, my album don't have that.
I thought that was good too. It had like a West Coast sound to it, to end the album off.
Mm. Yeah, I'll admit the This Moment Is Mine is one of my favorites off this album. And just the fact that she closed the album off with it definitely was ice on the cake. I feel like this could have been like a single too,
Right.
because it was just so slept on. It was just so beautiful, melodic. It's just she's just really enjoying her life and being happy at that time.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah, definitely agree with y'all on that. All right. My overall thoughts, I slept on this album for years. This is like one of the first times I'm honestly say I actually agree with the general consensus when they say this is the best album. Cause I actually enjoyed this record, honestly. You know what I'm saying? I definitely felt like Shantae came out on her own. She kind of reintroduced herself with this record and stuff like that too. You know what I'm saying? I felt like it could have had a bit more singles. To be real,
yeah,
it has a good variety of sound and shit too. So, yeah, this might be my favorite Shantae Moore album, and stuff like that, more and stuff like that too. So I'll give this a 5 out of 5.
I think it's a good album. Probably the best one I've heard from her, and I haven't heard a lot from her. And I think with the production, it was more like hip hop soul, and then you had like the ballads that she was known for, and that's really her strong point is like the ballads. She has that ballad voice, but I love the head nodding tracks. I like those tracks. The production from Rodney Jerkins, and we had Robin Thicke on here, Jermaine Dupri, and I think the fast songs were just dope. She sounded good on them, and she not really known for like her fast joints like that, but It was a great mix, a great balance, and she had a lot of great songs on here. Heartbeat and I've Got to Love. I Started Crying. If I Gave Love. The bonus track Every Day. So I'm gonna give it 3.5 mics. I think like I said, I think like for me, it's the best Chante Moore album that I've heard from her, and I think it was definitely a good album.
Yeah, this moment is mine is clearly different from Precious and A Love Supreme. I'll admit that. This one here, me had she had so many producers on this album that it was incredible. She wrote a majority of the songs on this album, as well as her previous album as well. But it's like with this one, you get pretty much everything from her. You get some of the fast stuff, you get the ballads, you get the songs with the very deep meaning to it. You're seeing her being vulnerable in certain ones. And I feel that this album really should have had more than two singles, in my opinion. I mean, there's so many good songs that could have been follow ups as well. I'll give this album 4.5 out of 5.
Dope. All right. I'm gonna say how far, maybe 10, 15. Ronnie said Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, or Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Look,
Marvin.
Hmm. I'm gonna have to go with What's Going On.
Yeah.
But actually, have you seen the top 200 singers of Rolling Stone list yet?
No, I haven't seen that list.
Sure. Hold on. Some of these are gonna be surprised they got it and shit.
right?
All I can say, they went a bit. They went black. I saw like 80 white singers and shit. I saw like
Mm.
80 white
Really, huh?
singers. You said what?
Was it that many?
I'm just making up a number because I just saw it was because the first singers list they had like some white, some black, but I just saw a lot of black singers and shit. Like
Right.
it's crazy. Then everyone's mad that Celine Dion is not on the list. I'm like, give me a fucking break. Give me a fucking break and shit. Fuck Celine Dion. Yeah, man. Y'all talking about blood. Y'all talking about bloodlines and shit. Yeah, I'm just gonna say the top 10. I'll send you the full list on Instagram and shit. 'Cause I'm not trying to go through this whole bullshit.
Alright.
They said number 10, Al Green. Number 9, Otis Redding.
Mm.
Number 8, Beyonce. Number 7, Stevie Wonder. Number 6, Ray Charles.
Mm.
Number 5, Mariah Carey. Number 4, Billie Holiday. Number 3, Sam Cooke. Whitney's number 2.
Oh wow.
And number 1 is Aretha Franklin.
Mm.
See, man, I mean, honestly, I see nothing wrong with this list. The top 10, honestly. Besides Beyonce at number 8. So I'm kind of upset they did have my nigga Freddie Mercury in the top 10, though. But you know what? That's all good.
Did they have the group Queen on that list?
Yeah, Freddie Mercury was on the list.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then niggas all mad about Celine Dion. I'm just like, y'all just mad because Celine Dion just came out saying that she was sick. and stuff like that. Because if if she was not sick, y'all wouldn't have this big up an outrage and shit. I'm just gonna be real. Hell, I didn't see R. Kelly on the list. Fuck. You don't see me picketing and shit.
Mm.
Then they had my nigga Russell Tompkins from the Stylistics on the list. I was just like, wow. Y'all know about this. Rolling Stone magazine knows about the Stylistics and shit. Wow. I just sent it to you, by the way. So, try you ready for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Ghostface, Staten Island's finest. We got that trash review Friday.
You got the trust review. I'm just gonna be here for moral support.
Shit, at least I said it's a trash review.
I don't know if that's good or bad.
There's plenty of other albums I could have said for trash review.
And it still would have been bad too.
Like it was either this one or Jay Z and R. Kelly. It was either that one.
I don't know. I like that album better.
Mm.
Yeah, cute. Both Michael and Prince are on the list. They even had El DeBarge on the list. I'm just like, whoa.
Oh wow.
He
I'm
should
just
have been
like,
higher.
yeah, L should have been top 100. I'm just like, look at Rolling Stone trying to be black for a little bit, man. Look at this.
Yeah. For what?
But y'all fucked up the hip hop albums list. That's what I'm
Exactly.
fucked up. Y'all fucked up the hip hop albums list.
Exactly. And they want to fuck up R&B now.
Bro. See, that's why we should when we do this top 100 R&B albums and shit like that.
Mhm.
We got to go in on this shit because ain't no niggas
Yeah.
doing this shit
Yeah. From all decades.
all decades. I'm talking 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s,
Mhm.
2000s. The cutoff is maybe going to be 2020. That's going to be the cutoff.
Okay.
Because there's some great albums from the latter 2020 teens that I fuck with.
The Weekend After Hours classic. That's on my list.
Yes.
That was 2020.
Oh,
I'm mistaken. So 2021.
so the criteria is no. If it's a compilation, it has to be like a live album and stuff like that too. Soundtracks are also included and stuff because
Waiting to Exhale. Classic soundtrack.
Yeah.
oh, that's on my list.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the date yet. So, Sam said, "Were you any '60s R&B albums?" Of course, of course. See, when we talk about R&B, we don't just talk about '80s, '90s R&B. We go in, we dig up in the asshole, and we get the R&B and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And when I say we dig up in the asshole, we dig up in the asshole.
Wow. Pause. We do not do that.
You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let me change my words up. We get on a good foot. Yeah, let's just say that. Yeah. Ronnie says James Brown on the list. Possibly. You never know.
No, James Brown didn't make my list. He didn't make it. He made the cutoff point. He didn't make it though. It was right at the cutoff point.
I got a question for Ashley.
Hmm.
Do you have a favorite Faith Evans album?
Mm. As of right now, I would have to say Keep the Faith.
That's mine too. Okay.
Mm.
That song Sunny Days. That's my shit.
Yeah, that album got a lot of good joints.
Honestly, her first three albums are where it's at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Puff fucked up that Faithfully album promotion. Y'all remember the song "Ain't Gonna Bump No More with No Big Fat Woman" by Joe Tex? I think I heard that track before in the past.
Never heard that.
Don't sound familiar.
My favorite Faith Evans album is Faith. That used to be my favorite, but Keep the Faith kind of grew on me and shit like that. Sam said, "What's your favorite Sam Cooke album?" Probably Night Beat for me.
No, I don't got one.
Hey, Troy, I got a question for you.
What's up?
And this is a random question. Do people throw Martin Luther King Day parties at your New York and shit? Or no,
I never
that's
heard of
just
that. Oh, you mean like for teenagers?
no, just in general.
No, I never heard of that. Is that what they
Okay,
doing now
then
on Martin Luther King Day? They having parties?
I I guess it's just a North Carolina thing now because I think I showed you this last year when they did a Martin Luther King Day twerk fest, right? Or a
What?
twerk party. And
Mm.
then they photoshopped Martin Luther King's head and they put it with this doughboy and this girl twerking on Martin Luther King and shit like that. You
Oh
know what
my
I'm
lord!
saying?
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was just something random because it's January and we were just talking about holidays.
Mm,
And I was like, the next major holiday is Martin Luther King, so I should be expecting the Martin Luther. Like, hold on, let me show you. Let me show y'all.
mm. Wow, that's new.
Like, I'm telling you, man. I think it's just not, I think it's just a North Carolina thing. Of course, it's crazy. Like, but if I do that to John Lennon, then it's gonna be a problem and shit, right?
Right?
Mm.
Mm-mm-mm.
Like, look at it. Look at this shit.
Wow.
Freedom to twerk.
What in the world?
Jesus Christ.
Mm-mm-mm.
It's our kids. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Like, look. Oh, this is the one I was talking about right here. Look at this shit. I'm like, yo, this generation, man. It's like now the civil rights movement is funny as hell
Oh
now.
my god.
It looks
It's
like
ridiculous.
you look like Lloyd Banks on my phone.
Chill. Like that's why I'm glad we have parents like Angela Bassett these days, man. Like
Yeah.
Mm, right?
fucking little let me like this little boy pretty much gonna harm her fucking mother. Like don't you know the black community? Don't you know the black community put Angela Bassett on the pedestal and shit? Like,
Right.
and you her son doing this to her? That's why this motherfucker was crying because he got that switch. He got that switch up his ass and shit like that. That's why
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to apologize for the harm I caused. Like I was like these kids now everyone's doing this shit. Like they're just saying, "Oh, this celebrity died just for shock value." This whole generation is crazy.
Yeah.
Everything's a joke. Like everything's a damn joke these days. But God forbid if that shit happens to them and stuff like that, they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, crying, their ass is crying their ass out," and shit. And I'm not wishing death on nobody. But it's just the stupid shit I'm seeing. Stupid homeboy crying his eyes out and shit like that. I don't even like Michael B. Jordan like that and shit.
Mm-mm-mm.
Ronnie said Whitney or Aretha, better vocalist. Shit, man.
Mm.
That's like asking Beethoven or Mozart right there. Shit.
Mm-mm.
All right.
For clarity, I have to go with Whitney. For power, I have to go with Aretha.
Mm,
Whitney.
mm-mm.
Q said, "What is your favorite Martin Luther King sample that hip hop has used?"
You tell me first. What's your favorite? Let's see how that works.
Honestly, I hate when rappers sample Martin Luther King and Malcolm X sometimes, because they always sample the best known quotes and shit.
Right.
When Common came out and used it for "I Have a Dream," yeah, that was civil rights era Common and shit. That was the B era Common.
Mm-hmm.
That was reformed Common. I'm a man now Common and shit.
Reformed.
'Cause let's be real. Common once Common got with Erica, he went through like this transformation and shit. You know.
Right. He did.
Yeah. Ashley had to go to bed and shit.
All right. Good night, Ashley.
Yeah, I'm about to end this off soon anyway. Yeah, man. What was I about to say? Yeah, next week, man. I think I might. I think next week might be the last week before I go on break. I think there's a few more albums I want to get over. Yeah, I know a lot of rappers reference MLK and Malcolm X. Hell, YouTube did a whole song called in tribute to Martin Luther King and shit like that. I want to say there was New Year's Day. I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, shout out to the nigga BJ and shit like that.
BJ need to start his channel wherever you at. Come on, BJ. It's a new year.
For
Start your
real.
channel again, man. Let's go. It's very easy. As long as you know the shit, you know the culture, just do your thing.
Facts. Shout out to Mike too.
Mike was good.
I'm surprised Mike knew a lot about Spice One and shit. Yo, I was like,
That's good. People don't know.
you might have to invite him when we do Spice One. We definitely got to invite Mike though.
Yeah.
Y'all remember the '60s soul duo Sam and Dave? Of course, I'm a soul man. Da, 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 da. Yeah,
Right. BJ ain't on here. I don't know what way he at. It's, but I told him he knows he loves vinyl. You're a vinyl collector. Show off some of your vinyl. Talk vinyl or with the other vinyl collectors. I know a lot of them. I don't know.
yeah, man. Hell, like you know how many motherfuckers now are talking about soul music now that and shit
Yeah.
like that. Because before that, no one was talking about soul music before I was talking about soul music. I'm gonna be real.
Facts.
I didn't, I didn't hear no one talk about a lot of this shit these motherfuckers be talking about.
Yeah. Mandrill. Who's talking about Mandrill? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah, we
saying?
gonna keep that under the wraps for right now though. We gonna
War. Like these, we are resurrecting the memories of some of these bands that people forgotten about for decades.
right,
So, you know, I think it's great. I'd rather
right.
talk about that than damn Tupac all the damn time. But that's just me.
Yeah, because I know the next discography breakdowns is gonna be Wale, then Mandrill, possibly. And that's all I'm
So
gonna say for right now.
even right now, who's mentioning Wale? I don't hear Wale's name at all. It's Kendrick, it's J. Cole, and Griselda. That's about it. I don't hear
Well,
Wale's name at all. Huh?
that's based on what Wale's thing. It's not like Wale
I
had the
always
best
thought Wale
performance.
was a dope artist. I just think he went to the wrong label, which he didn't need to do.
I feel like once he stepped foot in that Maybach, his discography consistently went down. Like, I'm just being
Yeah,
real.
definitely, definitely.
Because that first album he came out with was one of the best albums from that decade. And you know me, when it comes to hip hop in those years, I'm kind of wishy washy about
Right,
the early 20 teens.
right.
Then he did that song with Rick Ross. I'm just like, he's just like everybody now and shit like that.
And Ambition to me was dope. The problem I have with that is the production sound like it could have been on any Rick Ross album. It's almost
Exactly.
like Rick Ross just picked out the beats for him and said, like, here, rhyme on this for me.
That's the
You
same
know?
issue I had with Mobb Deep's Blood Money and shit.
Right. Yeah, it's too much. It was too much 50 Cent influence on that album. You know.
Q said, "Do you like In Living Color?" Of course, nigga. Of course, I love In Living Color. Of course. I,
Can you play that stupid clip? Because if he's talking about the show, didn't we do a Living Color breakdown?
we pretty much. I did a beef episode. We did a breakdown. Yeah.
And we talked about
I
Living
pretty.
Color first album. So why would you ask us that?
Well, are you talking about the show or in the music group?
He don't even know. He just asking anything,
Oh,
bro.
he's
Anything
talking about the
random.
band. Oh yeah, of course. Yo, yeah, I fuck with Living Color.
We already did an album review for that. You wasn't here.
Hell yeah, yeah. I haven't played that clip in a minute though. Shit.
Jungle
That's
Brothers, they definitely need to be discussed for sure.
honestly, I like the first album. Everything after the first album was hit or miss for me.
Let's do the first album.
But they are underrated because they did bring house music to hip hop. I do give them that. For better or for
Right?
worse.
And Q-Tip was on their first album before it was even.
Exactly.
So that's good. Yeah.
I can't wait for All in the Family this Sunday. The show you actually like.
All those bands don't get talked about. Slave, Switch,
Graham
Lakeside, all of
Central Station.
them too.
What you know about
BT
Graham Central
Express,
Station?
Brass Construction, D Train. We be here all night talking about them,
The Stone City Band.
right?
You heard what I said?
The Stone City Band.
No. You fuck with Graham Central Station?
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what I hate about some funk groups?
Mm-hmm.
How they went a balladry towards like the early '80s. They got drum machines and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cough cough, cool in the cane.
Surface did that a lot.
I never liked Surface.
I like about maybe one or two of their songs, but their albums, nah. They ain't care for their
That
albums.
that happy dappy. Only you can make me happy.
I love that
I
song
just
though.
I never
I actually have that song on the 12 inch. I love that song. That's a classic. But their albums, it was
now
too much of the same.
when Cool G Rap sampled them,
Mm-hmm.
it was okay, but I prefer the Buck Wild remix. Go with that.
Right. Yeah, yeah, that was dope.
Surprisingly, speaking of Cool G Rap, I'm surprised he said that he never liked the 456 album because he felt like that was rushed.
If it was rushed, it was great.
That's
Classic
a
Rust
banger.
album. You know what I'm saying? Classic Rust album.
Now, granted, I feel like Roots by Evil, Roots of Evil, that's his best album,
Yes.
solo
Great
wise.
storytelling. Great storytelling.
That's an underrated album. You know what? It's all these fucking ads. The 456, man, blowing up in the world, taking the war, execution style. I'm just like, nigga.
Hmm. Yeah.
And that was like the last album on Cold Chillin' too.
Right.
Sam said, I prefer horn funk over electro funk. I agree with you on that. But some electro funk is pretty good. Some of them. Ronnie said Confunction. Confunction was alright. They were alright. They were another group that got kind of balladry towards the 80s and shit. That chase me.
Hmm.
Chase me. That's my shit. Q said, I think Resurrection by Bone Thugs is an underrated album. That's the one from 2000. Yeah, that was a good album.
The weed song. That's my joint on there.
Yes. I loved it when they did that shit in the verses and shit.
Hmm.
Let me ask you a question. Buddha Lovers of the Weed song.
Oh man, I love both of those joints. Probably say Buddha Lovers because it has a video for it, and the weed song don't. But both of those songs. But weed song was my favorite from Resurrection. Buddha Lovers was great. That was a great song.
The irony is Weed Song is my favorite from Resurrection and Buddha Lovers is my favorite from in 1999.
Right. See, my favorite
Wow, we
was
actually
like my favorite on E99 was the title track actually.
that was
I just
dope.
think that, yeah, the Crazy Bone killed that joint. Lazy Bone was my favorite verse on that actually. Lazy Bone killed it.
But smokers only. Those smokers only. That's my shit.
Hmm.
The
That
way
was
they
dope.
flipped that. The way they flipped that Reason sample. I had to listen to it to a few times because I didn't recognize it.
Right.
Sam said Tower of Power. That's Lenny Williams' old group and shit. All right,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stay for like 5 more minutes. Better stage presence, Mick Jagger or Michael Jackson? Of course, Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson stands on stage for 5 minutes. Crowd goes crazy.
Right. Mick Jagger might stand on stage for 5 minutes and drop dead.
Stop it. No, Mick Jagger will probably do some weird chicken dance or whatever and shit.
Mm, funky chicken or some shit.
Right. I'm like, Mick, sit down. I remember there was one dance Mick Jagger was doing and shit like that. You remember that one Jackson's performance when Marlon Jackson was trying to do that weird sex dance and shit like that?
Nah, what year that was from?
That was from the Victory Tour in '84. Just look up Marlon Jackson dance and you'll know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Imagine I was gonna say imagine Mick Jagger doing some weird shit like that. Ronnie said, Isley Brothers make me say it again, girl or choosy lover. Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, choosy lover. She said, what is your least favorite Bone Thugs album? The UE5 album sucked.
What's your least favorite?
Are you
I've
just
heard
gonna
all
do
of them.
this?
Yeah,
You just gonna do the
because I
lame
know you
shit?
didn't hear them all those shits. What's your least favorite? Let me know first.
Boy, I know you are, but what am I?
Yeah, exactly. Everything after Thug World Order to me was trash.
I
So
didn't even like
that's
Thug
when they
Lord.
started that's when they started having the infighting, and there was certain members that wasn't on albums, just like Wu-Tang. Certain members that wasn't on albums, and then they came back into the fold, and anything after Thug World Order to me was trash.
Y'all funny. I'm gonna answer a few more people before I head out. Ronnie said favorite album review of last year. Hmm,
I
that's a
don't know.
very
We did a lot of shit last year.
you did a lot of shit. A lot of good albums, a lot of bad albums. Hmm. Damn, we did a lot of shit. I can't even answer that. But one of the funniest was a jazz overview.
Really, I don't remember that. I remember we did it. I don't remember what was funny about it. I know that I remember that one being bad, but what was funny about the album, about the review?
Cause your reactions to the songs and
Mm.
shit have you dead.
That it was trash. That's probably what it is. I like the Nas double review we did for I Am and Nostradamus. That was last year, right?
That was the year before last, I
Or
believe.
before last? I don't know. We did a lot of shit last year. I can't remember.
Sam says Cedric or Steve Harvey.
Cedric,
Cedric.
he was funny.
Lonnie said my favorite album review of last year is Velvet Underground's White Light, White Heat.
Oh, that was your
Classic
favorite?
album.
Wow.
It's not a review, but I like what we did Rocco's Modern Life.
Okay.
Then Char fell asleep on live and shit.
Uh,
Alright, I'm gonna end this off right here and shit. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Tomorrow, I want to say tomorrow at 6 o'clock, we're gonna talk about Ghostface Killer with the Pretty Tony album.
yes. Early review. That's great.
Yeah, I gotta go to work tomorrow night and shit.
Pretty
And then
Tony.
Friday at midnight, it's gonna be the trash review. We're gonna reveal
I'll
the
probably
trash review
fall
later
asleep
on
on that.
today.
I'll probably fall asleep on that too.
Yeah, y'all gonna laugh as fuck when we gonna reveal this trash review.
I'm
Y'all not
still
gonna
laughing. I
expect this
don't know why you want to do this, bro. You're wasting StreamYard minutes on this.
because I never heard the album and shit.
I think you love doing this. You love this is your thing. This is your thing. This is your. I'm not surprised.
What I love to do?
You love talking about shitty trash reviews from no good artists.
Shit, I mean, like I said, it's something
This is
different,
your
you
thing.
know.
I'm still waiting for that
Shit.
Vanilla Ice review. 'Cause I know you're gonna do that at some point.
Well, I'm never gonna do Vanilla Ice on
If
the
you're gonna
show.
talk about the female artist we're about to talk about on Friday, at some point Vanilla Ice review is coming.
And Vanilla Ice review is never gonna come on this channel.
But you're
'Cause
you're willing to talk about the female artist that we're gonna talk about on Friday. You're willing to talk
You
about
said
her.
what?
You rather talk about this female artist on Friday than Vanilla Ice. I'm definitely
Well,
willing
like,
to.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious to know how bad it is. I'm just like,
At least Vanilla Ice got a hit record. This chick don't.
I thought sworn she had a hit record.
No, she had a single come out. It wasn't a hit record.
Oh,
The
shit.
singles and hit records are two different things. She had a single come out. It wasn't a hit. At least Vanilla Ice can go on tour for the rest of his life with that one hit record he got.
Shit. Well, when you want to talk about Vanilla Ice on your channel, we can.
No, I don't know. Who knows? Because I was a Vanilla Ice fan for his first album, but after that he fell off. You fool me once. What's that saying? Fool me once, shame on me.
Fool me twice, you're a damn fool.
You know, but I'd rather talk about that than this female artist you're about to talk to on Friday. Her album is one of the worst ever for a female artist. But she's not even a female artist. She
Let
was
me
just
see who's on the album.
a female media personality that happened to get a record deal because of Jay-Z. And that's why they gave her that record deal because of Jay. Shit, a Mill album was bad, but you know, a Mill actually could rap. You know what I'm saying?
Damn, she got everybody on this album. God
Yeah,
damn.
everybody. Yeah, exactly.
She got the Brady Bunch on this album and shit.
Because of who she knew. You know what I'm saying? Because of who she knows in the industry, but that it wasn't no great album.
Hey, we talked about Puff Daddy's Forever album.
Puff Daddy's Forever album is better than that, and that was a crappy
You know
album.
what? Yo. I don't know. I don't know about all that though.
Hold up. Can you name one good song from this female artist album?
Well, I told you I ain't never heard this record
Oh,
before.
okay. So when you hear it, give me at least one good song from her album. That album from Puffy was bad, but he had some beats on there. It was just a bad album because he tried to do No Way Out again. They both trash, but I could listen to that. Look, I actually had that fucking album. Remember, I threw that shit away. That both of those albums are trash. But if I had my pick, I would listen to the Puffy album before this chick album because her album was just as bad as a Mill Zone. Yeah,
That Mill album was horrible.
a Mill album was bad. This album is just as bad. It might be worse than the Mill's album. A Mill had like one good song on there, maybe. The
What?
what's that? Was the joint with Beans and with Bleak in them? That joint was fire. This chick ain't got no good songs on this album that you want to discuss. So Mace Double Up was
Well,
bad too. But again, he got joints on there that I'd rather listen to than this chick album.
well, let me explore my curiosity Friday. That's all I have to say. Like I said,
You
that's
like you
why
like Ice Cube's double review? I didn't like that.
that's why it's trash review.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Even with those albums, though, this one was good. I fuck with this one. This two had the issues, but even that shit was better than who we gonna talk about on Friday.
At this point, Bruce Willis's album is better than this album we're going to talk about on
I never
Friday.
heard Bruce Willis album. So the damn Simpsons album sounded better.
Hey. That Simpsons album was classic.
Oh my god.
Stop
You didn't say
it.
anything is a classic.
Songs in the Key of Springfield. That's a classic. What you talking about?
Oh my lord.
What you talking about right there? Don't disrespect the Simpsons.
Oh my god. No.
You gotta understand. I love like scores to classic TV shows and shit. If it's good, that was when the Simpsons was good and shit. You know.
Okay.
Shit. But yeah, when we talk about this album on Friday,
The
we
album
going
cover
we
is bad. The songs are bad. Everything about this album is bad. You know what I'm saying? And if it wasn't for who she is, she wouldn't have gotten a record deal. That's the only reason why she got that record deal, because of who she is and who she know.
well, this album cover is horrible. What the fuck?
And the inside of the album cover is bad too.
Oh wow, shit.
Yeah. And she's on a major label. She was on a major label. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Yeah.
See, 18 songs. Let's
Way too much. 18. It should have been none.
well, this Friday we gonna do this trash review. I'm just
Yeah.
curious, man. I'm just
I'm gonna
curious.
be half asleep and Reggie gonna do all the talking. I ain't writing no notes for this shit. I ain't got nothing to quote about it because I ain't got nothing good to say about it.
Um,
It is a trash review in every aspect of what trash reviews mean. When it's a trash review, I ain't got a lot to say about it. You know what I
all
mean?
right.
I really don't.
Don't worry. Next week is gonna be a better week.
All right,
Well,
okay.
next week is gonna be better albums. That's what I'm gonna say.
This week was good, except for the shit we'll be doing on Friday. But you know,
All right. So thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you guys cop that or get it that Chante More as the moment in time. This album's of course out of print, so if you can find it, must have your collection and shit. You know what I'm saying? Catch us tomorrow at 6 o'clock when we discuss the Pretty Tony album.
yes,
Yes, a Wu Tang. We're gonna do some Wu Tang post '01
a
and
great
stuff like
album
that.
compared to the shit that we do on Friday.
Like I said, anything is gonna be better than shit gonna talk about Friday. Like I said, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
shit, but like I said before, we haven't done a trash review in a while, so
Right.
let's do it.
Mm.
Let's get this started. Let me stop. All right. So hope everyone has a good night. Appreciate this try as usual. Peace.
All right.